Welcome to another episode of one of my favorite series for MSPs, MSP Basics. And in this video, we are going to be covering what are the MSP marketing basics for you to master in your MSP. And we're going to be covering a lot in this. So buckle in, get ready. And if you're new in the marketing world of MSPs, don't worry about it. We're going to be covering a lot. And if you're an experienced person in the MSP space, it's always important to go back to the basics so you don't forget anything. And hey, you will probably pull away some great ideas in this video. So before we get into it, I have to just tell you, head over to growth-generators.com. And over there, you can see a couple different things from our programs. We have a membership called MSP Heroes. It is fantastic for anybody looking to grow their business, whether that's in sales, whether that's in marketing, and it's only for MSPs, some operations as well as mentorship in there. And I couldn't recommend it more. Obviously, it's ours, but truly the success stories that we're hearing are insane. Other than that, head over to our resources area, growth-generators.com/resources. And in there, since we're talking about marketing, I do have a mega marketing cheat sheet. If you head over there and you can grab that completely for free. Other than that, give us a like on the podcast or a 5-star review on the podcast. And hopefully by the end of this video, I earned a like button, subscribe button, and even that little notification bell so that way you never miss another video of ours. My name is Harrison Barron, and we help MSPs grow. It's been really cool. It's been a fantastic journey. Let's dive into this. So how do you get more leads to grow your MSP business? The first and most important thing is, if you guessed, he's going to say, we need to know who we're going after. Well, you guessed right. I cannot tell you, after helping thousands of MSPs in this industry, it's incredible to me how many people don't know who their target business is. If you head over to growth-generators.com/resources, you'll actually find this buyer persona guide. But we have to know who we're going after, right? Without this information, we really can't do a whole lot, because all of our marketing is going to be based on our buyer persona, right? Imagine a dream person right here. And this dream person had pockets full of cash. And they said, hey, I would love to give you this money, but I need to make sure that you can work with us. But you can't talk to this person. You can only market to this person. We have to make sure that our marketing actually falls in line with what we do and who our dream customer actually is, right? We need to think about what industries do they specialize in, right? What challenges are they facing on a regular basis? Cybersecurity, compliance, outdated technology, lack of internal IT. Maybe they have no IT or no idea where to start when it comes to IT. And where do they go to get their information? Now, this is all covered in the buyer persona. There's a second page to the buyer persona. I would highly recommend going and grabbing it. And most importantly, right, where do they actually hang out? And the second page is also full of goodies. Once again, growth-generators.com/resources. And you can see here the free buyer persona template. Also, links down in the video description for that. But we need to know these things before we actually go through this, because once we know who we're actually going after, then we can start to build the second most important thing: a strong MSP brand. This is really important. Branding, while branding won't bring you direct sales, branding is really important. It shows your target audience who you are, what you do, and how you actually help them, right? The first and foremost thing, you got to have a website. We're in tech. Our websites don't need to knock anyone's socks off. We offer a bunch of different website templates in the MSP Heroes membership, but your website just has to be clean, concise, and clearly state who you're actually helping, right? A clear message. We help your target, audience or dream customer with XYZ IT or tech problems by providing something of your services, right? Pretty straightforward there. And we want to make sure that we maintain consistency. Logos, colors, fonts, messaging, even the style that in which we write. You guys probably would know if there was another person pretending to be me, because they would not sound the same way. They might not sound conversational or funny or make you laugh. They might be more serious. And for certain people, that might be what they need. But for other people, that's probably not what they need. right? And we have to make sure that we establish credibility throughout this entire process. And that goes back to consistency with logos, colors, fonts, but also case studies, testimonials, industry certifications. Now, if you're a brand new MSP and you don't have any of these things, it's okay. They come in time. Don't worry about it. But if you're not sure, like you're going down the right path, jump in the Discord, growth-generators.com/Discord, and drop in your homepage and say, hey, would somebody like to review my homepage to see if it clearly states who we are and what we do? Or ask your friends and family. They're a great resource to bounce ideas off of. Now, we have to develop an actual marketing strategy. And the strategy has to start with, if we don't know what we need to get to, we can't come up with a strategy to actually get there. I'm a big fan of setting goals. Generate X new leads per month is a great example of that. Grow your LinkedIn presence by X. Increase website traffic by X. All of these are important. On top of that, we need to figure out our marketing channels. Is it SEO, blogging, social media marketing, right? That could be anything on social media from Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Google ads and LinkedIn ads are completely viable ways to get tons of new leads. Email marketing, also a hot one. Lead nurturing. That could be cold emailing as well, and then nurturing the people that say that they're interested. But you have to figure out what channel is right for you only after we know who we're actually going after. We have cohesiveness among everything else. And then we have specific goals, because you don't want to say, hey, we want new leads from our website, and then we just go off and we don't focus on what's going to generate new leads, right? I know that sounds kind of silly, but if you're like, hey, we want to increase website traffic, and that's your main goal, that's fantastic. Then we need to focus on different areas instead of putting all of our time and attention into generating actual leads. Now, we have to figure out, after we do all of this, is we have to employ some level of content marketing. I'm a really big fan of content marketing. Obviously, we have a YouTube channel. We post 5 times a week on average at 7 a.m. Eastern time. But we have to do some kind of content marketing. And that content marketing is really important, because we're going to do 2 different things when we do content marketing. We're going to educate our dream customer, but we're also going to build authority. Those 2 things are super important, because customers don't want to feel like we are just trying to ram sales down their throat. And they also don't want to make a bad decision. In many cases, they're giving us the keys to the castle. If we go about this and we say, you know what? Let's just keep marketing and marketing, just keep hitting these people, and they don't feel like they're getting value from it, you're never going to get the leads that you want. We have to educate our clients on why we're the best choice and we're the resource for technology. And by doing that over and over and over again, we're going to build authority. So this could be writing blogs that are obviously MSP related, but towards your ideal customer, cybersecurity backup in your specific niche, short videos answering common IT questions. YouTube Reels is super popular. TikTok is also insanely popular, but you can also use lead magnets like ebooks, checklists, webinars, guides, whatever it might be. And if you want to focus on a more of a local presence, I tell all of my MSP heroes, be the one that starts the local meetup. We just did a local meetup last week, growth-generators.com/events for future stuff that we're hosting. But it was incredible. It's so cool to see your local presence. And you can spend a couple dollars a day reaching more and more and more people around your area to bring them in, especially if you're more of a generalist MSP in a certain geographic area. But we also want to leverage LinkedIn and social media throughout this. If you haven't already started leveraging LinkedIn and social media, for the most part, LinkedIn is going to be a great resource for all MSPs. Truthfully, social media as well, depending on who you're going after you go through the buyer persona. But we want to make valuable content, not just sales pitches. Just like I said, right? We don't want to ram it down their throats. We want them to say, hey, this is super, super helpful. And we want to engage in industry discussion, right? We want to share insights that we have, because we in the MSP world probably know a heck of a lot more than our dream customers. We also can see things that our customers can't see. How technology can make their life easier, right? How technology can tie in their operations to make automations and make things happen faster, cheaper, easier, and truly make customers, and in our case, work better. And share those client success stories on all of those platforms. That is huge. One of my favorite things to do is first ask you to hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, but you can send tons of LinkedIn requests every single month. Now, there's discrepancies on how many requests you can send out, and I think they're still testing it because it doesn't seem to be consistent in our own experimentation. But you can send out a connection request in many cases with a little message. Hey, it's Harrison from Growth Generators, so on and so forth, right? We want to invite you to either our event or a webinar, whatever it might actually be. You can have a ton of pull there. And you want to use these things to help generate leads with lead magnets and email marketing. All of these things kind of, in a weird way, they follow this funnel, but they all work harmoniously together. We want to generate leads. We want to generate attraction and bring those people back to leads or becoming leads through lead magnets and then nurturing them with email marketing. Now, I see a lot of IT audits, which it's good, but it's a hard sell. People know that you have to come into their environment. It's pretty sensitive, in which case, a cybersecurity checklist, 5 ways to cut IT cost guide, whatever it might be, something that you could say, hey, this is a ton of value, just like our buyer persona or the mega marketing cheat sheet that we offer. Those are truly lead magnets. Yes, you're going to get emails afterwards. I'm fully transparent about that, but they're loaded with value, including this mega marketing cheat sheet. I would almost argue to say it's one of our best freebies that we give out to people, specifically in the MSP world. But you can use automations and sequences to educate your dream customers, nurture them into saying, yeah, I'd like to learn more. And then we can convert them into leads based on the actions that they actually take. And sending out a monthly MSP newsletter is a great idea, as long as it's not generic like everyone else sends out. Put a little time and energy into it. ChatGPT is a great resource to say, spice this thing up, give it a bunch of different articles, feed it all in, and make an incredible email that truly provides value to your audience. Next up, we have to optimize for local SEO. More often than not, we don't want to turn away free customers. I've made tons of videos on Google My Business, on local SEO. We want to list our MSPs on Google. It's the most important thing. After that, we want to target keywords on our website. IT support in Charlotte, IT support in Gastonia, which I live right in the middle of the two of those, right? Tech support in Charlotte, tech support in Gastonia, managed IT service providers in XYZ area. And then when people enjoy your services, don't hesitate to ask for a review. It's hard to get reviews. I'll be the first one to admit it. I ask for all of you to leave me a review. If you want to leave us a review or testimonial, just drop it on the videos. That's more than enough and more than we can ever ask for. If you want to send us something personal, growth-generators.com, you can head over to the contacts area and send us a message, truly. And just say, hey, I'd love to leave you a testimonial. You don't have to say we want to buy something, right? You could just say first name, last name, email, and leave us a message. I'd love to answer any questions, comments, concerns you guys have. Or if you said, hey, Harrison, you've helped me grow my MSP, you can leave it right there. But the more testimonials and the more reviews you can get, the better off you're going to be. And after you do all of these things, we have to add fuel to the fire. And one of my favorite ways of adding fuel to the fire is paid ads. Now, I'm not saying jump right into paid ads. In most cases, believe it or not, and I can't even believe I have to say this, most MSPs are not ready for paid ads because they don't have the appropriate infrastructure built. And when they spend money, $500 to $1,000 a month or even more, they get almost zero ROI. Yes, we want to target searches like IT support near me, cybersecurity for XYZ industry, whatever you specialize in. Even LinkedIn ads are not a bad idea. And retargeting, where it follows them around on the internet and they keep seeing your branding, your logo. Those are all good things. But you have to have the other pieces of this marketing process in place first. Strong website, strong branding, educational content, clearly shows the services that you provide, right? All of these things, lead magnets, getting people to say, yeah, I'd like to learn a little bit more before I even think about spending money with you. After you're like, hey, things are going great, then you can sprinkle on the fuel on the fire, adding in ads, and that's truly what's going to help take your MSP to the next level. But most people just think, I'll burn money and hope that they get an ROI. And that couldn't be further from the truth. We want to focus on a fantastic pre-client experience so they see how amazing we are. So that way, when they do become a client, they already are sold on what we do and how we do it, right? We want to create a referral program that can knock people's socks off and stay in touch with people after they become a client. I can't tell you how many people are like, yeah, so and so signed me up and I haven't seen them in forever. We're getting ready for a review and I don't think we're going to re up. That's okay. That's a normal thing to deal with. But be aware that these can have massive, massive impacts on your business. Keep working. It's not exactly a simple process on how to market your MSP. You might be doing different things than somebody else. You might be in a different stage than somebody else. But all of this gets tied into one place. And you guys already know I leave all my golden nuggets right at the end. And that's with a CRM, a customer relationship manager. You guys already know I love Go High Level. It's probably my favorite, and I'll even pull it up here. It's probably my absolute favorite CRM. It just offers a ton of flexibility, landing pages, automations, all of that. I am an affiliate, but I use it to run my entire business myself and hundreds of MSPs as well. We're at like 165 MSP heroes, which is insane. But if you want to get it, this CRM comes with your MSP Heroes membership on top of our system that puts in the landing pages, the automations, and all of the things that take forever to build. We've put a lot of that hard work in for you, included in our membership. And this is not a pitch. You can build it on HubSpot, Zoho, Pipedrive, whatever you want. And you can use a combination of different tools. But if you want the path of least resistance, I would recommend our membership, MSP Heroes, and focus on your marketing efforts. It takes time to build it. Rome wasn't built in a day, neither will your MSP marketing. What works for somebody else might not work for you. The concepts in which I just taught you work for everybody, but the exact steps that you take, the freebies that you provide, are going to vary tremendously based on who your buyer persona is targeting, that we've already spoken about, right? We have to know who we're actually going after and what they actually prefer. If you're advertising or marketing on the wrong platforms, you might be completely missing your dream customers. It gets pretty tedious. But keep in mind, if you keep at it and you invest a little bit of time every single day, my recommendation is at least 30 minutes every day, either the first thing you do in the morning or the last thing you do at the end of the day before you wrap up, a little bit of marketing. Break out this sucker. For those listening, I'm holding my cell phone, turn on a video and record, or write a blog post, whether you're in the car and not driving, you're on the train, whatever it is, wherever you can crank out content that would help your dream customers find you and educate them on what they need help with and how you can help them and tips and tricks along the way. You'll have a substantial increase in new leads just from your MSP marketing. Hope you I almost made it to the end of the video without messing up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I love the heck out of you guys, as always. And yes, I do these videos in one take. So if I mess up in the first half of even 3/4 of the video, I will re-record it. But that one, I'll keep in there just to give everybody a little laugh, because I do sometimes I mess up every once in a while. We're not all perfect, but as long as we're striving for perfection and getting 1% better every day, we can all grow our own businesses. I love the heck out of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.